The old house had been a brooding presence in the woods for as long as I could remember. Its very existence was a source of curiosity and fear for the townsfolk. They whispered tales of its malevolent history, tales of souls lost to its dark depths. As someone fascinated by the supernatural, I couldn't resist the allure of this haunted mansion. One cold, moonless night, I embarked on my journey into the heart of the woods. The silence was oppressive as the towering trees formed an impenetrable canopy overhead. My flashlight's feeble beam fought valiantly against the engulfing darkness. Goosebumps prickled my skin, and the eerie silence weighed heavily upon me. The house came into view, a decrepit relic emerging from the shadowy woods. Its windows were shattered, and the wood appeared to be decaying, eaten away by time. Yet, despite its decrepitude, it held a menacing charm that drew me closer. As I crossed the threshold, a chill ran down my spine. The air inside the house was stifling, heavy with the weight of forgotten memories. Cobwebs clung to every surface, and the walls were adorned with faded, peeling wallpaper that seemed to depict scenes of despair and agony. I ventured further, my footsteps echoing in the eerie silence. My flashlight flickered intermittently, casting ghostly shadows that danced along the walls. It felt as though the house itself was alive, aware of my intrusion and displeased by it. In a grandiose parlour, my flashlight's beam landed on an antique mirror, its glass tarnished with age. As I gazed into it, my reflection began to distort, contorting into grotesque shapes. I stumbled back, heart pounding, my pulse echoing in my ears. A mournful cry filled the air, chilling me to the bone. It was a sound that seemed to emanate from the very walls of the house. Determined, I followed the anguished wails, my heart pounding with each step. The cries led me to a small, dimly lit room. There, I saw her, a spectral figure, her form translucent and ethereal. Her eyes, hollow voids, were fixed upon me with an intensity that pierced my soul. She wore a tattered gown that seemed to ripple with an otherworldly wind. The room grew colder, the atmosphere thickening with malevolence. I could feel an unseen presence pressing down on me, as if trying to suffocate my very essence. The walls seemed to close in, and the room warped, distorting reality itself. Terrified, I turned to flee, but the malevolent force pursued me relentlessly. Whispers, dark and menacing, echoed through the corridors, taunting me, mocking my fear. I stumbled and fell, my flashlight tumbling from my grasp, shrouding me in darkness. In the pitch black, I felt the malevolent presence drawing near, its icy tendrils brushing against my skin. Panic surged through me as I heard the whispers grow louder, their sinister voices filling my ears. I screamed for help, but my voice was drowned out by the cacophony of ghostly wails that echoed through the house. Just when I thought all hope was lost, the front door swung open, and I tumbled out into the night, gasping for breath. I lay on the ground trembling as the sounds of torment and anguish emanated from the house. The malevolent force remained trapped within, unable to pursue me beyond the threshold. As I watched, the house seemed to sigh, as if relieved to be rid of its unwanted guest. I stumbled away from the haunted house, my heart still racing, my body shaken to its core. I had ventured where I should not have, and the price of my curiosity had been steep. From that night on, I vowed to leave the supernatural to its own devices, to let the haunted house in the woods remain undisturbed. It was a place where darkness held sway, a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred, and I had glimpsed a world of terror that was best left untouched.